What's going on YouTube? I'm gonna do a little walk around my build so far. It's a 2010 F-150 FX2 Sport, the 4.6 liter, 3 valve, 6R80. It's raining, so I'm trying to make this quick. Shirt's all wet. Anyways, I'll do a little walk around, show you a little bit of the truck, bumper to bumper. Yeah, I guess I can start up front. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. I decided to start raining and blowing wind as soon as I got out here. But anyways, so up front we got our billet grill, matching the top and the bottom. Matching billet grills. We got a clear reflector headlights with the black housing, LEDs all around, turn signals, parking lights, headlights, fogs, turn signals, tail lights. Oh, not tail lights. I took them off. But billet grills up front, headlights. We got LEDs in the fogs. There's switchbacks. I can change them from cool white, warm white, and amber, but they're messed up, so I'm gonna change those out sooner or later. Anyways, we got billet grill. It's sitting on a Beltec 5.5 inch drop. Up front, it's just the struts and the rear flip kit. Not too special. It's a whole lot lower than what it was OEM. I'm riding on I think they were 2019 King Ranch or Lariat wheels, 20s, on some 285s, 50s, I think. Yeah, 285 50s. Picked these up back in November or late October. I don't remember exactly. Really good condition. My bad. No carb rash whatsoever. There's like a few nicks here and there, but carb rash or dents, anything like that, nothing. Super clean. You got the Ford center caps. Yeah, 285s, pretty meaty tire. I've had it on for about 6-7 months now. I rebadged it. So in Mexico, F-150, they're not called F-150s, they're called Bobos, which is wolf in English. Just translates to wolf. So Bobo, cool little detail. I did that a few weeks ago. Both fenders and the tailgate. The side mirrors, my bad. I got a clear turn signals on this side, and of course clear on this side. Not sequential, just your basic on and off flash to match with everything else. Clear reflector here, clear there. 5% tint all around. Big brow. I did it myself. I want to redo it because it's starting to peel, but I'll do that eventually. I got the third brake light also clear. Trying to keep it matching. As you can see, if any of you guys own a 12 gen, you guys will know that 12 gens are notorious for the third brake light leak. I think that should be fixed with just a gasket. The original ones, they tend to crumple, get crusty, and deteriorate over time. But it's a pretty notorious thing on these 12 gens. Third brake light leak. It's actually pretty annoying because I'll show you guys back here in the back. Here we go. So in the back with the leak, I gotta check it right there. Don't mind that. And it'll leak through, and it'll actually stain your headliner, as you can see here. And it's been like that for the longest time. I need to change it to the OEM gasket for third brake light. But yeah, I mean it's not a huge issue, but it doesn't look that nice, as you can see. I do plan on redoing the headliner eventually. Some black suede starlights. But yeah, that's that. LEDs all around inside. The dome lights, map lights. More on the exterior. On the rear, I'm running just OEM taillights. I think they're the FX, the newer, like 2011, 2012 FX taillights. I traded my homeboy, because mine on the FX2, they're more of a gray color. He had these, I traded them. They matched his more than they did mine. But I got those. I had some pretty custom, some taillights I did, custom ones I made. I took them off like a few days ago because the LED strip actually died out on both sides. So you guys can see them. They look really nice. I was real stoked on how they came out. This is a little concept project I made, but I switched them back because they died out and I didn't like how they looked. They looked all raggedy. But that's that. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but this thing is actually pretty filthy. I washed it like a week ago probably. Like 2 weeks ago, but it's been raining a lot here in Texas lately, so weather only lets you keep a black truck clean for like 4 days max. That's that. But here's the other Lobo badge in the back right here. Rebadge, little details. Another small detail is this rear emblem. It's actually a Texas shape now. I thought off of Amazon for like 30 bucks, I think. I actually ordered the wrong one the first time. I ordered one for the front, so I had to reorder for the back one. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit like an inch wider. That's that. Little detail. LEDs all around, LEDs all around again. And some more of the specs. If you guys want to know, these are, I think there's 65K LEDs, if I'm not wrong. And they're just basic amber LEDs here and there. Same thing on the bottom. They're Oxbeam brand. Like I said, I need to change them out because these are switchback LEDs. They're messed up. I think water got in them and they got damaged. But Oxbeam brand. Performance-wise, it's bone stock. All I got is a muffler. I got a Flowmaster 40 series, if I'm not wrong. Dual wall, dual tips here, and that's about it. It's not too loud. It's quiet. If you're cruising, it's actually really quiet, but once you get on it, it lets out a nice roar. Super filthy. Let you guys hear it for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. This right here is the shop that did my work out in, I think, Togwood, Texas. They did a real good job. I've been following them for a long time. Once I got my hands on my drop kit, I took it to them. I know where to go. Took it to them. Shout out Truck Techniques. Great work. Look them up. If you guys need any work done, let them know. Alright, it's time to pour a little bit harder here, but I'm gonna show you under the hood real quick. It's nothing special. Bone stock. Bone stock 4.6 3 valve. I added a CAT scan. That's about it. I got a big 3 upgrade. The terminals, alternator wire, fuse box wire. This is for the amp. It's all 0 gauge wire. There's the ground to body ground cable. I still need to do the chassis to block ground. I haven't done it. I've been slacking, but that's that. Nothing fancy, like I said. Some stickers right there. Oxbeam, the CAT scan brand, a little other sticker. Alright, so with the Beltec 3 5.5 kit, you sit pretty low, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that I do scrape on sometimes will be on the trans crossmember right there. On real steep inclines, but other than that, I can clear about pretty much anything. Speed bumps, I clear them. Unless I'm fully loaded with people, then I'll probably scrape a little bit. I'll drag it a little bit, but that's what you sit at right there. My plans were to go 5.7. So for that, I need a 2-inch drop spindles up front, and then in the rear, a underbed notch and a 2-inch drop shackle. I got the 1-inch drop shackle installed, but I'm actually planning on bagging it. I don't know if maybe this year or next year. I want to bag it up front. I think I'm gonna run air struts in the rear. I'm thinking helper bags or maybe a 4-link. I'm not sure yet, but up front, I know what I'm running up front. In the rear, I'm not exactly sure yet. But yeah, I mean, you sit pretty flush with the fender well. There's like a 2-inch gap still. I want to close it up. Like I said, I was thinking about going 5.7, but I think I'm gonna just bag it instead. Either way, if I do bag it, I'm gonna need the raised trans crossmember. This company right here, where I bought the drop kit from, they sell raised crossmembers for the 12th gen F-150s because the crossmember sits like another 2-3 inches lower than the actual frame. So I'm gonna need a crossmember if I do go lower, just to be able to clear more stuff. That's the shop where I got it from. Rental Suspension Works. Great company, great customer service. Shout out to them. As far as the outside goes, that's about it. Inside, I do have a full audio system. I got a head unit. I got a 4 Timpano 6.5 mid-range speakers, 2 SCAR 8-inch subs. I think they're the SVR series. 4 SCAR 1-inch tweeters, and a 1500 watt amp for the subs, a 500 watt amp for the mids, 0 gauge wiring, like 2 strands of 4 gauge to connect the amps together, and a Kenwood head unit, single din. I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so here's the inside. Nothing crazy. This is the Kenwood single din head unit. It's the KMM BT328. Great head unit, lots of tuning options. I wanted a double din, but I settled for a single din. I mean, I don't mind. It's got a lot of great tuning options for you to be able to tune your mids, your tweeters, your subs, all that stuff. This is where I have my Scar tweeters mounted right here on the 8-pillar side of the door. The mids are in their OEM location. I did have to use adapter brackets, or plates I should say, to get them to mount right. They do sit pretty flush. The grill is actually right up on the speaker. There's maybe like a 1/16 of clearance, but I mean they fit, no complaints. Same thing on the rear. Turn the flash on. Rear, same thing. Tweeters right there, both sides. Mids is right there. Mids in the rear doors as well, both sides. There's the Scar, two Scar 8s SVRs. I think they're 800 watt RMS. A ported big underseat box. Front fire, a little dirty. But yeah, nothing too crazy. It hits pretty good, not gonna lie. It gets pretty loud. Nothing too crazy loud, but it sounds really good. So this is the amp setup right here. This is our 1500 watt amp for the subs. That's the 500 watt amp for the mids. Ground cable to the body right here behind this. I stripped the paint off, did everything by the book, you know how it goes. Did everything right the first time. Power ground distributor block, power distributor block, power cable, ground. I used a speed wire to wire the amp to the back of the head unit. That way I wouldn't have to run individual wires for each door. That'd be a lot of wiring, a lot of time. So I did that instead. It works great, no complaints. I did it all myself. It all works fine, no issues, no complaints. If anything, I would probably want to clean this up a little bit more, but for now, I mean, it's running fine. In the near future, I'll probably clean it up a little bit better once I swap this amp out, because I do want to get a 2000 watt amp. This is 100 watts lower than what the two subs combined are, but I do want to get a 2000 watt amp, which is a little bit wider or a little bit longer than this one. So I'd probably have to rearrange some wires here, but other than that, it sounds great. I can't play any music for you guys, obviously. I'll get copyrighted, but yeah, that's about it for that audio system. Factory, this truck don't come with too many options included. It's pretty basic. 2010 again, nothing too fancy. It's about to be 2 years of owning this thing on June 11th, so a lot of changes happened since. I think it's originally a Houston truck, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, if anything, I think I've loaded this thing myself more than the factory did. It's a great truck. It handles great with the Beltec kit. I can take turns pretty well. It bumps. I do bottom out occasionally on like I think a transformer just went out somewhere over there and heard some zap. Way out there somewhere. No joke. Where was I? The kit, it rides great. I do bottom out occasionally on like a bigger bump or a pothole, anything like that. I will bottom out, but nothing too horrible. Yeah, I mean, I love this thing. I got big plans for it in the future. And if you guys got any questions, you guys are a 12th gen guy. Any questions, audio, suspension, anything like that, let me know. Comment down below. I'll be happy to help you guys out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Syndicate Lobo. See you guys. Take it easy.